There we go. And then we were live. So Jimmy.
Yep.
I came to work this morning and found out, and this is true, that a dragon had destroyed a bunch of rail in Genesis World. A dragon, Jimmy. A dragon.
I saw
and
that.
Destroyed a bunch of shit and just oh no, people presumably running for their lives. Dragons destroying things. I'm 2 sips of coffee still in, so I'm just what is going on? There's a dragon just, wrecking shit. So I love working here. He's like, because this is I tweeted about this. So I came to work and the dragon had destroyed a lot of things, so we had to fix them. Hashtag metaverse, hashtag the uplift world. It's where we live. Anyway, so that's fun. But even more fun
the best thing about dragons coming is when you run away from them now, you actually get rewarded.
You lost me at dragons coming. I'm 13. I'm sorry, man. That's so gross.
If you wait, our rewards plug. Oh, sorry. I see what you're saying there. I see where you're going. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. That was not one of my best jokes. But yeah, running away definitely now gets you active rewards. So that is good. Anyway, That's the whole thing. So we got Nefty Blocks on today. As everybody knows who is anywhere near the uplift, we love these guys a lot. They're fantastic. They're doing an amazing thing for the space. And they're dropping their token today in an amazing token drop. And so we're going to chat with them about that. Jimmy, if you know how we're going to be releasing the Pioneer packs or the Pioneer NFTs, because we have hundreds of them that we're going to give out to our community, don't say anything because it's a surprise.
I would never ruin a surprise intentionally.
I know. That's why I'm wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We had discussed this yet. So anyway, Diedrich, Jose, Juan, how are you guys doing this morning?
Fantastic.
Yeah, everything is awesome.
Yeah. Everything's cool when you're part of a team.
Yeah.
Nothing? Lego? No? Sorry. Instant.
Well,
everything is awesome.
Well, I have a question.
Cool maybe I haven't had enough coffee.
Right. So, Diedrich, this is our first time to meet you, actually. This is your first time on the channel. So, you're kind of new to the team. What do you do? How did you get involved? And who is Diedrich to Jose and Juan?
Interesting, because for me, this is also the very first time I'm actually on a live stream, first of all. So that's also fun. But, basically, I've been in the wax space for many years, since the ICO. And I had been trading a little bit here and there and collecting NFTs, and I got in contact with Jose through that process. And they were like, well, we're building Nefty Blocks, and we're also looking for a guy maybe to support us in marketing. And I was doing marketing for my studies, and I was like, well, you know what? I really like NFTs. I just graduated, so let's go into the NFT space, right?
Oh, that's great. Hey, Corey, it's his first time on a stream. So when we play the NFT game day, when we play the Tech Talk on a Tuesday intro, he won't even know how good it is. He's not even going to know.
He'll be like, oh my, why is anyone even still making intros now that the best intro in the history of intros has been created? I don't even know why anyone would bother. It's terrible. Diedrich, it's really bad. That's the joke. It's the most adorably shitty intro ever made by anyone.
I have nothing to compare it to. So
there you go. So you're just I should have shut up. You're just gonna think it's amazing. So bad. The reason we decided to keep it this is even for an old show. We don't do EOS IO update anymore. We don't even. This isn't even the thing. But we're gonna keep it anyway. Welcome to Tech Talk on a Tuesday, where Corey and Jimmy talk to smart people about tech that is way above their head, but intensely informative, super fun. Sooner or later, somebody's going to make an inappropriate joke. We're definitely going to give away a bunch of NFTs. And quite frankly, we're just going to learn a whole ton. If you have any ideas about who we should have on Tech Talk on a Tuesday, please let us know by adding us in the comments or just finding us, just stalk us down. It's fine. Just talk to us. Tech Talk on a Tuesday. Yeah, EOSI Weekly, not the name of this show.
I like that you just flew around in the uplift.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the way. That's definitely the way. All right, so hey, we got to do some gratitudes here real quick. I have a bunch of questions about the drop today. It's at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time today. Is that right?
Yeah, 6 p.m.
Well.
UTC, so about 5 hours from now, I think. So yeah, that'll be about
So 2
2
About
p.m.
5
your
hours.
time, 3 a.m. my time. What's going on, guys? Come on. It's like you don't even want my support. I'm going to stay up. This is why I'm a little bit crazy. I've had enough coffee. I've had like probably more coffee, in the last hour than Corey has, which is kind of scary because it's already 10
that's terrifying. Like I just drank enough to kill a small horse. So I just want to come and show you guys this just because it never gets old.
Right?
Some nice banners.
Right?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Look at that shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Got
Yeah.
that one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we backed into a cottage industry. If you own a plot and you're not, making some kind of dope deal to get banners from awesome projects up on your plot, you're doing everything wrong.
Yeah, and
That's
someday
actually
this
not
is going to be like prime advertising, real estate,
Yep.
space, because we're here every day. But it's like Corey said, we're big fans of what you guys are doing. You're releasing the Nefty token, and Corey just wanted to support you, so he threw those banners up, and I was like, that's freaking awesome. We should do that more.
Yeah,
really good.
I'm grateful for you guys today, man. Everything that you guys are doing in the space, and because I just like you guys as people. You're really fun to work with, and have been really, really helpful for us and supportive of us. And I know you've been supportive of a lot of other projects in the ecosystem, which just helps everybody. So freaking love you guys. Anyway, so Diedrich, since this is your first stream ever, let's start with you. What are you grateful for? Doesn't have to be big, it can be small, it doesn't matter.
Well, I couldn't agree more, actually. I'm grateful for the team working tirelessly to make the NFT space a big success. That's what I find really, really great.
Awesome. Thanks. Oh, did I get your name right?
Yeah, Dutch
All right. Juan, let's go with you.
Okay. This will sound crazy, but actually, I'm grateful for Satoshi Nakamoto.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I think none of us will be here if it's not because of him. We don't even know if he's really a person or whatever, but we should be grateful.
Excuse me. That one is killer. And if I'm not mistaken, the first gratitude for Satoshi Nakamoto anywhere in the uplift that I and way too overdue. Jose.
Yeah, I'm grateful for being here and also for the Nefty team. It's amazing.
All right, so I'm going to get your gratitude up. If anyone else wants to get a gratitude up on the wall this morning, just throw it up in the comments. So yeah, I guess let's just start at the top, man. The Nefty token is dropping today. You're dropping it as a pack. So you buy this NFT, you rip the pack NFT, and it drops the token into your wallet. We actually saw that work. I kind of got beta tested with the charity token triple. It's so fast and good. Like I sent a bunch to like the upper echelon team at Yoshi and Legend and stuff, because like you guys don't even know, like this is the fucking future. I started freaking out because it just works, right? And I think it's fun being at the beginning of this, because this is the way this shit is gonna get done now. Like watch, ICOs are dead. This is the way now, right? So May, tell us from a super high level, what's the main reason that NFT creators are gonna want to make sure that they have some Nefty that they can buy today?
Wow, that's a good question. But for NFT creators, I think the main reason is because they will be able to gain access to all the premium features of Nefty Blocks.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's really the main reason, because they will also be able to request features. So yeah, that's also an important one.
Yeah, right. Like it's basically like almost like voting access to
Yes.
request new stuff, which is amazing. So again, and these features, kind of the stuff that we have had the opportunity to use while you guys have kind of been in beta. Right? Can you maybe walk through some of those tools that people will be able to get access to by staking the Nefty?
Sure. Jose, can you take that over?
Yeah, sure. The two main features that we have released in this trial period are the super blenders, and people are going crazy with them. You can have results based on odds. You can have different kind of ingredients based on properties or schemas or templates. In the future, we will also support pre-minted results. Actually, the contract already supports it, but the UI is still missing it. And you will also be able to have ingredients that won't be burned. So that's part of the super blenders. And of course, you have the pre-minted packs. And at this moment, you can create 2 packs for free. And after in a week from now, we will start enforcing the staking requirements. So if you still haven't created a pre-minted pack, you can still do it, and it will still be there even after the staking requirements are enforced. But yeah, pre-minted is something that a lot of people wanted because you cannot have a minted on demand pack with max supply. I mean, the cards cannot have a max supply. So it's very common to have this for one-of-ones or, I don't know, anything that will have a max supply.
So I think most people here probably understand when you upgrade an NFT and you burn NFTs, what happens? They're gone for good, right? So can you maybe explain a little bit more what you just mentioned? Like there's going to be things that you don't actually burn that are usable. How does that work exactly?
Yeah, what we have at the moment is we will use part of the mutable attributes of an NFT. So we will still mark it as an ingredient, but instead of burning it, we will just mark it as used. So then you still keep your NFT, but you cannot use it again to blend.
And if you and so it'll be in the it'll be built into the NFT after that, so nobody will ever be able to use it again, right?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and so part of this, of this is you guys have also pioneered basically this ability to mix collections as well, right?
Yeah, this was something that was always there. Like even the regular blends support it. But with a super blend, we decided to introduce the UI to also define it for different collections. So yeah, now it's even easier to do it. But it was always the case. Yeah, we just made it easier.
Yeah, and there are also other implicit premium features. For example, from now on, collections staking Nefty, well, they should be able also to release their tokens using the same pack mechanism that we are using.
Is that going to be right? Is that going to be available right away, or are you guys going to set that up manually for people?
Right now, we have to set that manually for people. Right. But that's also something that it's not really clearly specified in the white paper. Many times when somebody wants something configured by us of the customizations, normally we charge a setup fee and a revenue share. But when someone is staking Nefty, they will, depending on their staking level, they will get a discount up to 50% if they are on level 3. So that's also a big advantage of being a level 3 collection.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, clearly you want to be a level 3 collector, and that's obvious. Yeah. So when you guys talk about liquidity mining, you're basically saying that the economic activity that's going on the platform. Yeah, I know that just normal users, buyers, collectors will be able to stake. We'll talk about that in a minute. But do creators get that benefit as well, where it kind of makes sense to stake stuff because you get a share of the economic activity?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that especially the first week, they will be getting a lot of Nefty, because the share percentage will be adjusted depending on what do we have more, collections or collectors. But I think that when we just launch, I think collections will get a big advantage over collectors.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, I can't speak for all collections, but we're going in pretty hard.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, I've talked to you guys about this. Like, I have like a little a collection that I want to kind of stand up just for fun. Making NFTs of all the complete gratitude monuments, just to encode them onto the blockchain and have that out as a really simple collection, right? But even that, I'm like, I need all the tools, obviously. So I'm like, and you guys have been so helpful to the community that like I'm gonna spend too much money on this drop. That's just a fact.
Oh, thanks.
Just the way it is. Oh man, you guys have built something amazing and really valuable for the whole ecosystem, as defined by everybody who has interacted with you guys and comes back going like, wait a minute, you can just do all this shit now. Yep, Nefty.
Actually, Morton Matt D has a really good question. He wants to know, will Nefty have a whitelisting procedure of their own for art collections, or will they rely on the atomic whitelisting process? Like, I know you guys rely on the atomic standard, but like, how is this whitelisting process? Are you going to implement it? Is it going to be the same or different?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there will be a different whitelisting process. It's not something that will change from one day to the other. It's something we're working on right now. Our one of our legal advisors is working on that proposal, and we want to have something multiple verification levels, depending to which extent collections are willing to share their information. And the maximum verification level will be to someone who really is not afraid to go public, because we really think that collections that go public and people are really there, and there's no way they can be a scam, they should have a higher verification.
I love that you're building in the fact that like the collections get to share what information they want to put out there in the world, and that's how they're verified. That's pretty cool, that level standard. I really like it a lot, actually.
Yeah, because a little bit the idea is that, yeah, if there's an anonymous collection, yeah, it might be a cash grab or whatever, and people will disappear from one day to the other, and I think that's not really healthy for the ecosystem.
Yeah, and I like that it's leveled. Like, so Jimmy's Ninja collection, that can be like level 1, and like I'm pretty excited about that, right? But then like a legit, like, a legit bigger project who wants to make sure that they're verified on an upper level, right? Then
yes, and it's okay, and I think this is how it should be, because we're on the blockchain, and in the end, the blockchain is permissionless, so everything should be allowed. But you need to know who you can trust, or who you should do some more research before buying from them.
I feel like I just walked into a shop in like the 1990s, and somebody said, "Hey, you know what? The customer's always right." This reminds me of this. I really like it. It's really good. You guys have a top-notch customer support team. I've heard from multiple people that I've introduced you to that like they just love working with you guys. So I'm really excited to see how you continue to expand on that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something very challenging, I have to say, because right now it consumes a lot of our time, and we don't want to stop with that. But I think that it's as the team grows. For example, now Diedrich is also very involved on the chat, and Andrea, who's also from the development team. I think that it's not only one person who's interacting with the community. We try to be all of us available for the community.
So obviously people should definitely go and read the white paper because all the information is in there, right? And so like if people go and they read the white paper, then they've got this basic undergrounding and they can actually ask questions that matter rather than coming to you and saying like, why should I buy Nefty? Like read the white paper first, and then you can go interact with the team after. But like, is there a place where people like, do you guys have a fax posted somewhere? Like, I think it's really cool that like the drop was basically built into the Nefty platform. In itself, you can just follow the link, but like I didn't really see any. It's not a traditional website, right? Because it's basically built for drops. Is there a place that people can go? Do you guys have like a subscription service to Medium or something like that where all of these frequently asked questions exist, or is that not really there yet?
Yes, we already have a Medium since we started. We have a lot of tutorials on Medium, and we published just today. We published something that it's an article. It's called "What's Going On at Nefty Blocks," and it walks through all things that will be happening in the upcoming days. For example, it's specified that today we will have the snapshot for airdrops at 3 p.m. UTC, that the community sales starts at 6, and so on. It goes up to the moment when we share the first liquidity mining rewards.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, you can go over to the Nefty Blocks Medium and you can read about that along. I like it. A couple other questions. With the whale packages being limited, which are noted, how would someone get to level 3? They would love to be up there.
Or you just buy 15 of them. Not that I counted.
Yeah, that's the idea. But for example, for ourselves, and this is crazy. Maybe I don't know if we're too dumb or too honest or too transparent. But for example, for Alpaca Awards, we will have to go to the sale just like anybody else. And what we did is that we said, Jose, you will have to buy at least 7 packs, and I will buy the other 7 packs, and we will be there trying to get our 14 packs to be a level 3 without
so it's 14. I back of the napkin math it at 14 or 15. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy 15. But yeah, I mean, Uplift, we do the same thing, right? Like we one time, I think gave all the staff like a piece of land as a bonus or a couple, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. But like I have 110. I bought them all, like literally every single one of them, because I just like we want to be under the same rules as everybody else. So I'm excited that you guys are doing that. I think it's really smart.
Yeah, I kind of screwed myself yesterday because like I found some really cheap like land in Chicken Caw and I bought that, and then I had to go and like get more wax because I spent it all on our own project. Damn it, now I don't have enough for Nefty. This really sucks.
I was picking up some low hanging fruit even just 2 days ago, and then like I'm constantly watching my wax because I know what I need for today. So I'm like, shit, like I gotta balance it out. Yeah, this is the way, man. Wax is hard for the best reasons.
One thing you don't need wax for is to get the cross collection pack, though. It's gonna be a blend.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you repeat that? Sorry.
So for the cross collection pack that's coming up, you don't need actual wax because it's gonna be a blend.
That's true. Okay, so here's a question. I was kind of thinking like I obviously need to get some of the bigger packs or whatever just to get up to level 3 for as a collection or whatever, right? But do I want to get some of the smaller ones just to have some of those art cards? So like how would you guys balance out a big spend? Like we obviously want to get to level 3, but should I not be just getting the whale one? Like should I try and like break it up among some of the other ones?
Yeah. For example, I would go for the collector packs if I want to try and blend with the Pioneer Pass to get the cross collection pack, because of course those are like the cheapest ones. So right. I wouldn't mind burning a collector card, but I wouldn't burn a whale NFT,
right?
For example. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, just grab. So what's the mechanic on the okay? So I mean, just so everybody knows, we're doing a show at noon today, a special one, Eastern Standard Time. So that's in 2.5 hours, whatever it is. To explain to people how they can get a Pioneer Pass from the Uplift. We have hundreds of them. We're going to be giving 400 of them away in this particular way. We're not going to tell you degens what that is until noon. Some of you might already have guessed it from stuff that I rant about on this show. TC is already standing there. He knows exactly what's going on. Of course. Yeah, he's been standing in line by himself since yesterday, which is fun. So we're gonna be giving away these Pioneer passes. So explain to us what the process is going to be. I know it's going to be on the 7th where we could start blending, right? So it's not like an emergency. You don't have to do this today. Focus on getting the packs today. But, what's the best way to position yourself when you manage to get a Pioneer pass from us?
Well, you, of course, need to participate in the community sale because you will need the NFTs that will result from the packs. But this is also something interesting because a lot of collections will, of course, get those packs. But then if the NFTs that come from the packs, they can also raffle them with their communities so they can get the cross collection pack. In the end, the supply for that cross collection pack is around 3,000, so they're going to be very limited. So you have to be fast on the 7th to get the pack. But basically, you can blend either a collector, an artist, or a whale NFT that comes from the packs with the Pioneer Pass, and you will get the cross collection pack.
Well, technically, you could also blend the Golden Betsy.
Yeah, but who would do that?
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But yeah, technically, you would be able
to do it if you were a lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, those cross collection packs, they are like so limited. If you look at how many Pioneer passes are out there, it's gonna be like the classical race that you've had with wax NFTs in the past. You have to be there. You have to try to get it.
I feel contractually obliged to tell Anders to fuck off in this moment. So when I first met Anders, we were doing an uplift art drop with them Blue, and Anders and I freaking love this kid. He's one of my favorite people ever. But we've done this many times where we do this mint sprint right on the second. He beats me every single time. I get number 2 every time. Or 3 even, but he's always like, "Oh, I got number 1." I'm like, "Fuck you, Llama Rider! God damn it, not again!" Every time he wins every single time. So Anders, if you're watching, you have something to do on the 7th, maybe on your new farm or something. Just definitely stay away from the internet and just give the rest of us a goddamn chance.
Hey Corey, you want to beat them? You want to beat him?
Yes.
Open Anchor, go to your APIs, check which has the lowest response times. And then choose that one.
That's what he's doing. He's a BP, so he's probably doing all that. He's probably got a script to bounce APIs or something. Yeah. But I see you, Diedrich. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. So Anders is definitely. He's very, very fast. He's Anders is always the luckiest of all. I do want to give him a real shout out though. His luck is actually just pure grind. He was grinding on all of this stuff when most of the people now in the Wax ecosystem hadn't even heard of it yet, right? And so he has built his luck. It's not just some random thing. He's been in this space and working his buns off for quite a while and deserves all the success that he's getting, without a shadow of a doubt, which is super fun.
Now he's able to live in the country, so we're not even sure if he can play the game anymore with crap internet.
Is he? Yeah, isn't he in Switzerland or something though? These friggin' they probably have I don't know, quintillion speed frickin' broadband in the boonies.
Yeah, I heard all trees are connected to the internet by default.
That makes sense. It's just super Wi-Fi. It's yep, we're socialists, but all our shit works. So
I digress. You guys are doing something else that's really cool too, and the odds of getting one of these are probably quite low, but I like this. I've never seen this before. Actually, when you buy one of the lower level packs, you actually have a chance to receive a higher level pack in the drop. It's a very small chance. I forget what 0.% it is, but that's pretty cool too, right? I wouldn't buy all lower level packs in the hopes that you will receive 15 whale packs, because that probably won't happen. But you do have that in the dynamic, which I think is really fun.
Yeah, but in the end, the odds are not that low, because you have a 1.5% chance of getting an artist inside the collector, and a 1.5% chance of getting a whale inside the artist. the chance that is very low is the one to get the golden Betsy, because that one is like 0.2% or something like that. Yes, that one is very low. But if you get that one, then you get a lot of Nefty.
I mean, if this doesn't work out, you definitely have like a children's music career in front of you. You know, an artist inside of a whale and a whale inside of an artist.
Technically, that could happen, right? Technically, you could open a collector pack, get an artist pack, then get a whale pack, and then unbox the golden Betsy, right? So.
Yeah,
that's Anders.
That would be
like,
crazy.
Anders is just gonna get that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I threw some stuff up in the comments, guys. A couple articles on this. One of them actually written by Mr. Anders. So that's fun. But I think the actual Nefty Blocks Medium article up is up there if you want to dig into the details in it at a slower pace. That'll be good. Man, it'd be so cool if you could also stake Nefty. Oh, never mind. I was just gonna be totally self-serving. Something Blue Dack. Never mind. I'm getting really, really excited about the fact that there is going to be a Nefty blue pair, and that liquidity pool is going to be deep as all get out.
Yeah.
By the way, I just confirmed with Adrian we're going to be teaming up with Wombat for Blue Dack as well. So not only do we have 96% of all token value on Alcor, all the projects locked up to work with us on Blue Dack, but we have Wombat now too, which is awesome. I just feel like I remember the first conversation we talked to NFT Insider just as a matter of chance when Blue and I got to the point where we're like, okay, shit, we should probably build this, right? Made the decision. Just happened to be talking to NFT Insider about something, so we just like kind of field tested. Like, what do you think of this idea? He's like, oh my god, I need to drop a token right now. So like, okay, so that was a reaction, right? So that was the first conversation we had about it. The next conversation we had was actually with you guys, and you're like, that is one of the reasons why Blue and I were like, fuck, we should probably get on this. It was like, because it's like an actual need, right? Can you walk through how you guys, are planning to basically allow people to spend Nefty on NFTs, and what you're going to be doing for the creators as far as giving them the wax?
Yeah, basically what we're setting up at the moment, because that's the Blue Dack is still not there, but we will have an Alcor pool. So we will destine 10% of the results from the sale, and we will create the wax Nefty pool. So every time you buy an NFT, you will have, we will use that pool to convert the NFT from Nefty to wax and give it to the collection owner. That is only if they decide to receive wax, but they can also just set up their drops to receive Nefty. And if you want to get to that level 3, probably you should do that.
Yeah, that's a really cool, like, they can show it again, like, the people can choose, the droppers can choose what they want to be dropped for their drops, right? Sorry, way too many drops in there. Drops on the mind. So like, I think that's really cool, right? Like, depending upon what, and like they can change that at any time, I would imagine as well, right? Like they can go in there and it's not like a one-time click and this is what you're stuck with. So, you can definitely benefit off of token prices on both, both tokens or pairs or whatever it happens to be. So I think that's really interesting that you guys thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, as a buyer, it's just a click of a button. You just see wax, and you can either switch and you buy it with Nefty, and then it will auto convert, or it will stay as Nefty. It's going to be rather straightforward. Yeah.
Yep.
I like it. It's very NFT-ish, similar way that, like, I think it's like crypto.com works, is like when you go in, you can choose which currency you want to pay with the card, and it will come off of that balance and automatically gets converted. Like, this is, as Corey would say, I never use this, but I'm going to reserve it for this one time only because it's that powerful. This is the way, right? Like, this is the way that we get mass adoption. This is the way that we get people into the ecosystem, like allowing... Is your dog going for a run there, Corey?
That's not my dog.
I think it's mine.
Is that your dog, Jose?
Is this happening for everyone?
Yeah, I have a huge dog.
Yeah,
Somebody's-
you should bring Frida to the big screen now.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get it.
Is it one of those dogs with like the big heads, like a llama? That
Oh
would be
my
really
God, what is that?
Jose says it's a
this
dog,
is a
but I'm not convinced.
Brian, come here. Get over here, buddy.
Brian, dinner, Brian, dinner.
Get up there. That's the little one.
Yeah.
Come here, you.
Oh, wow.
All right, hold on.
Wow.
Let me see if I can do that. Here, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, you're such a good lap dog.
Oh my God.
My dog could eat your dog in like half a bite.
Yeah.
He wouldn't though. He's a wuss.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
you know, if your dog tries to eat my dog,
Yeah, I'd probably die.
yeah,
your
he
dog
could
would
probably
kill
choke to
Brian.
death.
Those little dogs are vicious. We live in Miami. There's a bunch of Chihuahuas around here, and they're all like, I want to say brave, but what they really are is very dumb. Like they're the kind of dogs that will literally just like, no, I'm the size of an angry elephant, and they'll come running at my dogs. Like that.
Yeah.
And my dogs are just like, what, Dad? What is happening? And they're just like astounded. But I get so scared because if they decided to fight, it'd be. Anyway.
My
life.
aunt and her son, they used to live like in a duplex together, and it was interesting because one of them had like this big boxer and the other one had like a little Chihuahua, and like I don't know if this is true, but my aunt told me like the little Chihuahua would like chase the boxer out of his own dinner dish and like have his pickings every single time. And my aunt always said like dogs have this perception that like when they're looking in a mirror, they think that they're that big. And I never actually checked it, but like it makes sense, right? Like if you're a Chihuahua looking in the mirror, and like, I mean, so yeah. To bring this back full circle, because I always like to do that. I mean, when you guys look in the mirror and you like tack on 5 years, do you see yourself as being more powerful than Binance? Because I kind of do.
I think so. We heard that as a rumor on this show that I said, but I think there's a non-zero probability that we're witnessing the birth of, the real source of adoption in our ecosystem, and Nefty is going to be bigger than Binance.
Well, first of all, we've already beaten Binance NFTs because that marketplace is hell, man.
It's bad. It's true. It's really true. Like, I'm friends with the team that's doing the Egg Chain project, and they're releasing NFTs there and stuff. And I had to tell them like the NFTs here, like, and they're building a fun game or whatever, but it's garbage. Like that's everything about the NFT situation on Binance Smart Chain is garbage. It's really, really bad. And I was like, you guys have to release on Wax. So you're right. In that stake. Now, granted, this is kind of more of an ecosystem thing. Not 100% sure Nefty can take all the credit for that. We just had Joan on yesterday. Shout out to you. Love you. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
But 5 years from now, it's freaking just Nefty. Just saying. Now, is that going to happen? Probably not. But who gives a shit? It's fun to say.
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But what I do know is that we will be working and doing our best to build the best NFT platform for the community.
Absolutely.
That's
you guys
for sure.
are doing, you've proven that, right? I mean, all joking aside, this is why this joke is fun, mostly because I know it makes Juan really uncomfortable when we do this. But it's true. Like 5 years from now, you guys are just going to be adding more features that we all need. Right, like because you've proven it already. We already know what you guys are like. We've seen it, right?
Well, and by default, it's built into the platform, right? Like the people who own Nefty are the ones who are going to decide what features they want to happen, right? Like, I mean, that's the genius.
Yep. Hey, just to roll back, Flying Bastion had a question. I just wanted to make sure we let people know this. So you could pay as Wax or Nefty as a collector, as an NFT buyer. But as a collection, you could choose to receive either Wax or Nefty. So as a collection, I could pick, like, I don't want to receive Wax, I want to receive Nefty. Am I allowed to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, but initially, at least, you'll have the option to pay with Nefty and receive Nefty, or to pay with Wax and receive Nefty, or of course to pay with Wax and receive Wax.
Yeah.
But this is a good idea to have the drop on Wax and to pay with Wax and then just receive Nefty.
Right. If somebody wanted to pay with Wax, I would actually still want to receive Nefty.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that might help it balance for you guys too on the back end.
Yeah, that's very good,
Yeah.
and it helps us with a matching engine that I already have in my mind, and Jose is not even aware that we're going to build that.
Go on with the what engine? I want to tell what. Okay.
Yeah, and you have
What?
to go live, right?
Yeah, of course I have to go live, but the thing is this: it will be much more efficient, because if we don't have to go to the pool, but we match the buying and selling Nefty before we go to the pool, we will not move the price when we do that. So that's something we will have to add.
Boom.
On the to-do.
And I'll just put this out there. You'll add it when it's ready, and let people, experience Nefty Blocks as it is, and don't harass these people, because they're awesome. If you harass us, like, I get a little bit annoyed, but if you harass Nefty, I'm fucking coming for you.
I haven't seen anyone do that. There's a couple people that are like, "Oh, I don't know if Nefty's a big deal," and I'm like, "It is. Shut up, sit down." But like, only a couple, and they're like, "Oh, I just didn't know." I'm like, "Yeah, now you do." And it was actually I think it was actually with like Crypto Stash I was talking to or something. It was before he understood. He understands now, which is fun. But yeah, like that. I and maybe it's because you guys started with alpacas. I don't know. Because like you've had this adorability level from the jump. It's like and I mean you produce at a ridiculous pace. Like there hasn't really been any moments yet in the Nefty arc where you weren't releasing a new fancy feature to keep all the degens happy.
I mean, that said, you might actually beat Anders on this drop, because he has a problem with alpacas.
It's llamas, but yeah, let's go with that.
Big difference, man. Big difference.
Right? Such a huge difference. I totally know what it is too. I don't. I have no. Yep. Vaguely horse-like quadrupeds. That's all I got.
Man, that's not good.
Yeah.
All I know is both could eat Jose's dog.
Well,
Definitely.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like those things are like excessively brave, but also boldness, something. Anyway, they chihuahuas will fuck you up. Is what I'm saying. That's really, if you're gonna take anything away from the show, be suitably afraid of chihuahuas. Just appropriately.
I have a question, and I don't know if you're right. We do. Corey and I think we're both on a little bit of a high, because there's so much going on in the uplift, in Yoshi drops, in Nefty. Like we're kind of sleep deprived, so forgive us. It's really exciting. I don't know if you're allowed to actually tell us this, but like the artist, who, like, is this somebody that's known? Like, because this art is amazing, and I just think it's like really cool. Like, if you want to keep it a secret, by all means do it.
You mean like the art of the NFTs that are included in the packs?
No, the art that's on the website for the drops and things like that. Like, I haven't seen what's in the pack, so I don't know if it's the same, but I'm assuming it's the same.
Yeah, but it is the same. Like, you mean the Betsy with the
like the
sunglasses
background?
and
Yeah, the background behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that art is being done by our art director.
That's
She's
awesome.
Sanne de Zwart. Yeah.
That's very
cool. She worked really hard on creating all the NFTs. Worked even harder with Juan. Juan is he likes to go into the details, so he pretty much gave her a hard time, but I think it was worth it.
But can I add a spoiler alert here?
Yes.
Sanne is working in an amazing game with NFTs where Betsy is the main character, and you will be learning about that game very soon.
I mean, show over. I just we drop bombs today. It's good. So doing a little review though. So hey, Emersis, we got to get you on the show, man. Fellow metaverse project, and I don't know anywhere near enough about what you guys are doing. It looks super fancy. Anyway, thanks for popping in. We're excited about Nefty too. So the drop is at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. That is in 4 hours and 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. You just want to buy as much of it as you possibly can. Again, the Pioneer packs, we're dropping those in the uplift at noon. you want to make sure you're in the game. You probably want to make sure you're in Genesis, and you'll definitely want to be watching the show to find out what to do next. We're going to be giving all those away in the actual uplift itself, which is kind of fun. We've got a fancy new way of doing that. You don't need those for today. You're going to need those for the 7th to get some really cool, blends with some of the stuff that you get in the drop that's happening today. And so, of course, you're getting Nefty tokens in the packs, but you're also getting a bunch of cool ass art NFTs. And the collab you guys did, like nobody's done one this big ever, right? Like basically, every major project that's in the Wax ecosystem sent you guys, like we did, I know like everybody else did as well, sent you guys some NFTs to basically be part of this epic drop. And I absolutely love that. Like I say, community is power all the time. You guys like took that and ran with it and made something that is going to be historic, I think.
Right. I mean, the fun thing about it is we took quite the effort, of course, to reach out to all the collections to join and to send us the NFTs and to be specific how many the supply should be. But once this pack is ready now, suddenly there's many collections reaching out. Oh, are you going to do a cross collection pack too? Is it going to be, how do I join next time? And so we'll definitely extend this concept and definitely be making another cross collection pack in some shape or form.
Yeah, it's a great idea, man. It's a great idea. It's like and honestly, next time we do it, can we do the release party in the uplift on a big huge plot?
I love that. Yes, the release party should be there.
And have like all the different submissions. We can have each one of them up. We should actually do that for this one. I'll donate one of my plots, legit, like one of my personal plots. I'll donate one of them and a bunch of upliftium to get. How many NFTs are there in the collection? Like just the most rare ones, like from each project. Like how many projects involved?
We have 23 projects, right, Idri?
24, I think. 24 now.
24. Okay, so I need 2.5 because we'll need one from Nefty. So I'll need 2.5 million upliftium and one of my plots. Let's talk. I need all the images for them. But maybe why don't we just do it this time? On the 7th, we'll host like a blending party, and before the 7th. I'll do like a simple build, or better yet, if anybody wants to come and help me do this, I'll whitelist you on one of my plots somewhere. And we can build like basically a big, huge monument to this collaboration, get all the images up there and make it a big, huge launch party when this thing drops.
That's insane. Yeah, man, I think those cross collection packs are going to be like so rare within the community. I would love to have one myself, but I don't know what the odds are.
It's going to be tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Did we miss anything? Is there anything else that we need to cover?
Well, I just want to go over one last thing. I mean, so to get to level 3, you need to have 14 packs. What about level 2 and level 1 for people who might not be able to get there? I mean, I don't want to count those people out.
Yeah, for level 2, you need 25,000 Nefty, and you should be able to get that if you. I think you can get that with maxing out on collectors, on artists, if I'm correct.
Yeah, fair enough. I have it here somewhere. I can find it as well. Because you guys have got, there's a 10. I have it right here, actually. I can pull it
and
up.
of course, there's also multiple ways to combine the packs and then reach a level by buying a whale pack or then combine with a collector pack. There's many ways to actually do that.
Yeah, but if you, of course, want to get like the best value for your money, you should aim for the whale packs at the beginning.
Right.
That's the rule.
So yeah, you can see the 3 packs here that go on sale. I guess they're priced in USD, but if you click on the drop, it will show you how much wax you need at the current value. And so you have the collector pack, which is 400 Nefty. The artist pack, which is 1,300 Nefty, and the whale pack, which is 3,200 Nefty. So you'll need 14 of the whale packs to get to level 3, and you said 400 Nefty of the artist pack. That'll be I think it maxes out at 10, if I'm correct. I could be wrong.
If you want level 2 and you max the artist pack, you will get there immediately. But I would go first for the whale pack.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually less worried about having enough wax than I am about not getting my bid in on time. I'll be honest about that. I'm a little bit like, I mean, this is like, I'm legit worried. I'm gonna be there pressing buttons, and I might even, you know, train some minions to press buttons for me, because I'm super stoked about what you guys are doing. So
right. Hey, yeah, Misty and Crypto. You should have these guys on as quickly as possible to run through the levels. We did it earlier, but as a really basic thing, the different levels allow you to have different access to various tools that that are on Nefty right now, basically. So, you know, if you're a hardcore collection and you want to have access to all the amazing things that Nefty allows you to do, then you probably want to be a level 3. So what becomes active just on level 1, just as an example?
On level 1, you get the super blends. That's the let's say the highlight.
Yeah.
Yep.
From level 2, you get the pre-minted packs as well. And on level 3, yeah, you get extra priority support. You get all the features from level 1 and 2. If you need some specific configuration for your blends or for your packs that we don't offer through the UI, then we will configure them for you. There's of course the setup fee, and you will have a small you will have a discount, but there's no revenue share. Yeah.
But also things that are coming after the time we wrote the white paper. For example, using the feature the pack opening to deliver tokens, that will also be level 3.
That will be level 3.
That will be level 3. We are also working right now on an NFT upgrader. No, what's the right name, Jose? I just forgot the name.
Yeah,
I think Javier is working.
I called it upgrader, but
yes, you called it the upgrader, right? It's kind of like the Blender, but its only purpose it's to upgrade NFTs, and that will also be, I don't know if level 2 or level 3. We're still defining it, but there are many things coming. Also, if a collection has a token and they want to be able to include their token to pay on Nefty Blocks, that will also be level 3. So yeah, there are many things that that are coming. And of course, for each feature that we add, some will be level 1, level 2, and level 3. So,
yeah. Another thing that's available for level 3 is access to, let's say, beta features. Because the way we develop is that we always enable some features for specific collections so we can test them. So if you're on level 3, you can get early access to those features. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Lots of things.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to make my anchor point to the right thing.
You will have to contact Dietrich after the call.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone else. Just kidding.
No, it's all right. Yeah, it's good. And yeah, we got a lot. Like, there's a lot of people in the comments today, so thank you for all tuning in. And I'm really excited to see like what you guys all do with this when it goes full fledged and released. While Corey does this, we've got a kick-ass roundtable coming up this week on Thursday. We're going to be talking about crypto addicts and degens. We got a really sweet panel. TC, of course, has to be there. And Miss Team Crypto is going to be there. We've got Adam Carswell from the Crypto Writer channel. He's going to be there. Nathan, Love is the Answer, is going to be there. A couple other people as well, maybe Corey, myself, Sean Ballant of Crypto Writer as well. So that should be pretty fun. Immersives, I see here in the comments, we actually don't have a guest for tomorrow. So if you want to come on tomorrow, like by all means, come and hang out with us from Media Moguls. That would be really cool. And on Friday, I don't know, man. The Nefty Blocks thing is happening. I'm really sorry. I forgot who's on Friday, but I'll deal with that after the Nefty Blocks thing. There's too much on my mind right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. we even have a show on Friday? What's even happening?
Yeah, we do. We definitely have a guest on Friday, and I feel really bad because I know it's good, but I can't remember. Oh no, it's some dude actually. We've got some
sweet
dude, which is yeah. So it's a great show. But yeah, the Nefty Blocks 4 hours from now, I guess. And tune in 2 hours from 2 hours, I believe. 1 hour from now. 2 hours, sorry. 2 hours from now for the Uplifters. Cool. Prequel to
what's
it's
awesome
the
Secret Show of Secrets is what it's listed at on the channel here. because I'm awesome at naming things. All right, so yeah, let's rock and roll. Thank you guys for everything you're doing. I'm excited for you guys. I have a sneaky feeling that this is going to go really well. And let's definitely chat about. Like, I'm going to find a plot to give up. I really want to do that with you guys if you guys are up for it. Cool. And having a bunch of people come to one of my land plots to make me some more upliftium, not hurting my feelings.
I mean, you're talking about the 7th, so I guess we'll see you guys back next week. I mean, are you going to come back next week? We're wide open. Come join us next week. Let's do
Yeah, let's do it.
Post-corruption.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool beans. All right, guys, we'll be in touch.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Thank you
All
for having us.
All right, Jimmy, you gonna do the thing?
I just did it, but you missed it.
So you froze up for a second.